Howdy folks, Effing Controller here. Back with another episode of Let's Play Marathon, and I have a friend, apparently. Hey, you're crashing my intro. But I'm crashing your life. That's not going to make it into any comic book, is it? Well, it doesn't matter. We want to finish this level here, this level called Never Burn Money, if I recall correctly. I do. That is some solid financial advice. So to do that, we need to get the secrets. One of the secrets is right here, which I actually got on my own my first playthrough. I think I came into this room, I was like, well, that looks like that should be a door. And just that one panel is a door, apparently. But there is another secret that is a real doozy. I'm going the wrong way. No, wait. I'm going the correct way, but I am not paying attention to what's happening. Is there an area where I can heal? Maybe. Let's heal real quick. I have to say I'm really flabbergasted at how happy people seem to be that I'm playing this game. It's a great game, though, so, you know, I guess I shouldn't be flabbergasted. Maybe pleased. Maybe just happy. We can finish the level by going there, but we're not going to do that yet. We actually have an area here that we haven't explored. It's not much of a secret. It's just me being lazy, and that's not it there. It's up here. So let's take a gander. Hello. 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 Well, there's nothing really in here other than a lot of ammo, and that's not a bad thing. I've already got that gun, so it won't let us pick it up. I don't know if you can really miss the assault rifle in the previous level. I guess you theoretically can, but we certainly didn't. Oh yeah, we have to go up here. Oh god. So this hey. So this actually kind of gives away where the secret is. You can see there's some activity apparently behind this wall. And it is no longer active. Okay, now this is where things get a little bit hinky. Hey now. Okay, so you might have heard some aliens, you might have heard some wasps. There's an alien down there. Or there was, he must have jumped off. That's sort of troubling, because you actually want to kill the alien. That's, that doesn't bode well for us. Well, this whole situation is going to be pretty terrible. So, let's just dive right into the terribleness here. Actually, I wonder if this is actually a good idea here. Yes, it is. Okay, so you gotta land on that, for sure. Otherwise, the whole purpose of this is moot. Okay, so I'm dodging, I'm shucking, I'm jiving. Hey now. There you go. Not bad. So, we just jumped into what's called the Deprivation chamber. And it's exactly as pleasant as it sounds. Now, this is a shield recharge station, but you'll notice it has a 3x. And we can use it to overcharge our shields all the way up to 3 times our normal health. Very handy, especially considering what's lying ahead for us in the next level. Now, there is some kind of weird object down there. We'll get to that. So, now that we're in here, we've got to get out of here. And that is going to be fun. Especially if I get trapped in the barrel, but I didn't. I don't think you can get trapped in those, but you know how we talked about grenade jumping? Well, it's a thing. And it's not, you know, it's easy enough to do a single grenade jump, but the Deprivation chamber requires you to execute multiple successive grenade jumps from here all the way up to there. And I gotta tell you, it ain't easy. So I'm gonna try my best, and if this attempt fails, I'll just keep trying. And you'll see, inevitably, the successful attempt. I have done this off screen, so I'm relatively certain I can do this. Now the trick here is that you want to wait until you've got a full load of grenades, and then when you're ready, you pick this up and you try. So we're gonna do exactly that. Pick it up, back up, and then point slightly towards the wall. And as you're falling, and I fucked it up. So we have another attempt that we can make. We want a full load of grenades. grenades, so we don't want to... Okay, here we go. And I timed it all wrong again. We're going to try it again, because this makes you invincible. You can't indefinitely lob grenades at yourself, and I'm timing this all 100% wrong. Let's see if I can just get the timing right. Huh? Oh, I didn't even need all the grenades! Oh my god. What the hell? Okay, well, we did it. Normally this invincibility runs out, so... Well, it is running out as we speak, but... I did it. I'm proud of myself. Yeah. Pat myself on the back for that one. Okay, so we're in this mysterious chamber, which we noticed in a terminal dialogue, but we gotta get out of here. And there we go. Now, I actually did miss another chamber. There is, so strictly speaking, I messed up the secret, but I'm not going to worry about it. I can't zoom the map out, unfortunately, but, well, we can go over there. You can see that there's that little chamber off to the left. There's another one below it. It's basically the same. It gives you a little bit more ammo. I don't feel like I'm going to do that again, because I am not good at grenade jumping. So, that's the end of the level. Let's go ahead and get out of here. The grenade jumping is really all about timing. It's like the secret to comedy. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. We're actually getting out of here. And the terminal is not in here, is it? Yeah, it is in here. Okay. Excellent. Marathons. Oh, wait. She is going to tell us literally where to go. Yeah, it was right next door. It's right here. Okay. Good job. I have received reports from some human security forces. They agree that the aliens are concentrating on the aft engineering section. I would conjecture that they will try to shut down the Marathon's reactors. Your next mission will be to put the automatic defenses online. I will give you the exact information when you arrive. Teleport when ready. End message, jump pad, activation, initiation, start, transport when ready. I'm ready. Well, ready-ish. Camera attack. Hell yes. It's time to run around with some police bots that float. They're kind of weird. We'll get to that. So yeah, here we are. Alright, Leela. Lay it on me. I have received a preliminary report from some members of the science staff who have finished post-mortem examinations on 3 kinds of aliens. They report that by modern genealogical standards, the different aliens belong to different species. I have been collecting as much information as I can and will give you a report shortly. I have established contact with Durandal. For the first time since the attack, he seems to have sustained less damage than I had previously suspected. Durandal reports that he has been in communication with the aliens. He says that the aliens behind the invasion call themselves the Four, and that the ones attacking the computer net are called Svit. I don't know how to say that really, but I say Svit, I think, generally. But he was reluctant to share the details of his communication, and I cannot understand this. Well, guess what? I can. Your mission here is rather simple. You must insert the circuits in the defense control terminals. This is your current location. There is a shield recharge in the access control room. Here is a supply room with a large supply of ammunition and weapons. You should stop in this room. This is the defense control center. Hopefully the new control circuits will work. Place one in the terminal at this location. This is where to place a second one. This is the final location. Good luck and message. I'm actually going to look up. There is a supply room with ammunition there. Okay, roger. So, here we go. Well, you just get to get punched. So these guys are called Four. The other guys, the perverts that expose themselves to us, are called Spit. Good to know. So I will thankfully be able to refer to them using their given names, their Christian names. I won't have to just say the aliens. Okay. This is a fun room. Oh dear. Well, we're gradually going to get crushed to death. Unless you're me and you know exactly where to go. That seems problematic. Okay. Oh! Well, this is also not great. Why would you put that there? Why would you do this? Why is this here? I tell you. This is a death trap. It's a death trap. It's a suicide rap. Okay, so we can go that way, or we can go that way. Let me go this way. I think. Is this the way that we go to the... Yes, this is the supply room that they were talking about. And a pattern buffer! Marvelous. And a shield recharger, but we're already overcharged, so we're good. Well, Leela's recommendation was slightly overstated. I mean, it's decent. But, it's just fine. We did get a bunch of grenades, though, so no complaints. Alright. And we're gonna go back up here. Well, this looks friendly. Burning red walls. Some friends down there. You know, that seems like an appropriate audio joke to make. We are, after all, running in the 90s here. Okay. And hello? Anybody? I see some long hallways, but I think that there's a secret back here. Is it this way? Yes. Interesting. The terminal. Tico.cadetsis.core.admin. Human! You must tell... Brought here by Durandal. He has been rampant for years. Bernard Street. There is a way... there is a way to delay the onset of the second stage, and he's... to control Durandal, and... I am being assimilated. That probably means nothing. Rampant. Well, is that like Hulkamania running wild? What does that mean? Maybe we'll find out. Oh! Joy of joys. You guys can all just go straight to heck. Oh, heck. Okay, listen. This is not how I wanted this to go. None of this is correct. Took a little bit of damage there. I hear friends. The pistol, despite expectations, is a reasonably good long-range weapon. Especially early in the game. It's pretty much your go-to. The assault rifle, not gonna cut it. Or shoot it. Really not meant for this kind of a situation. We will get another weapon that is decidedly better at dealing with such contingencies as this. Now I'm told there's some kind of secret in this room. I don't know if I want to find it. Gotta be honest with you. We did just save a little bit ago. Maybe we'll run back and I can regale you with some thoughts. Just some memories, really. Marathon, to me, is more closely associated with the multiplayer game. Multiplayer Marathon is fantastic, and it comprised my very first LAN parties. And I know that just saying the word LAN parties, or the words LAN party, make you just kind of put on a little weight and a little grease. I'm not ashamed. I loved my marathon LAN parties. I used to have my Power Macintosh G3 Molar Mac, the all-in-one, and I would carry all fucking 60 pounds of that thing over to my friend Willie's house, and we would play Marathon, and I would usually do very bad. One of the things about Marathon back in the day, and I'll wind this up while I figure out how to finesse this, is that I don't think I had mouse look. I don't recall mouse look being a thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I'm definitely wrong. That doesn't seem plausible. Maybe you had to use Z and X or something, or something to look up and down. Because I remember it being a little bit tricky to just hit people above you, but maybe I'm wrong. Anyways, either that or I was just terrible. So, I don't really quite know. There is supposedly a secret in here. There's a corridor here, apparently, that we can hop into. So, we're gonna try, and if we fail, we're not gonna get too riled up about it. Okay, so we're on the ledge, and then I think that we can just... Oh, that was easy. That was nothing. Was that worth the effort? I'm not entirely sure. But you know what? We did it, and we can say we did it. Oh, there's actually a lot of ammo back here. You know, ammo's not really foremost among our concerns, so I don't know. It's fine. I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we had this little adventure together. Don't know if I would say it was worth the health. Alright, so now we gotta get out of here, and we're just gonna leap of faith. Starring Steve Martin. Okay. Great. Grand. Wonderful. Let's go. Let me get my assault rifle out. Okay, well that was a good choice. I could have punched him. In fact... Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. You're gonna get punched. You're gonna get punched. Anybody else? You're gonna get punched. I'm like the Oprah of punches. I'm like the Hawaiian Punch Kid. Okay, listen. I'm the one who gets to deal damage today. You are not allowed. Thank you. Interesting little spot here. Hello? Oh, wait. I thought that I was already at my maximum. I don't know how that would work. Okay. Oh. Hello. Yeah. Surprise. There we go. Let's take about half of a clip. Was that about half of a clip? I don't know. They take quite a few bullets to deal with. Let's use this terminal. There's an unauthorized breach alarm. Boy, we're getting very well acquainted with those. File 1 of 1,940,237. It is a side effect of rampancy that AIs generally become more aggressive and more difficult to affect by subterfuge. Thus, actually disassembling a rampant AI is quite dangerous. This was evident in the crash of Traxxas 4 in 2206. By the time that the rampancy of Traxxas was detected, he had already infiltrated 5 of the other AIs in the Martian net. The only recourse for the Martians was to shut down the Martian planetary net. Even then, it took 2 full years to completely root out the damage that Traxxas had done, and the repercussions of the crash were seen for over 10 years after his rampancy had begun. Rampancy has been divided into 3 distinct stages. Each stage can take a different amount of time to develop, but the end result is a steady progression towards greater intellectual activity and an acceleration of destructive impulses. It is not clear whether these impulses are due to the growth of the AI's psyche or simply a side effect of the new intellectual activity, section abbreviated. Oh, well, thank you. The 3 stages were diagnosed shortly after the first rampancies were discovered on Earth in the latter part of the 21st century. The stages are titled after the primary emotional bent of the AI during each stage. They are melancholia, anger, and jealousy. In general, rampancy is accelerated by outside stimuli. This was discovered early in cybertronics. The more a rampant AI is harassed or threatened, the more rapidly it becomes dangerous. Thus, most rampants are dealt with in one mighty attack in order to deny the AI time to grow or recover. There have been a few examples of this tactic not succeeding. In all of these cases, the rampant AI was never brought under control. Traxxas 4 is the most notable example. He was finally dealt with by a complete shutdown of his host net. Theoretically, testing rampancy should be easily accomplished in the laboratory, but in fact it has never successfully been attempted. The confinement of the laboratory makes it impossible for the developing rampant AI to survive. As their growing recursive programs expand with exponential vivacity, and any limitation negatively hampers growth. Since rampant AIs need a planetary-sized network of computers in order to grow, it is not feasible to expect anyone to sacrifice a world web, or a world wide web, just to test a theory. In the 250 years since rampancy first appeared in the EarthNet, the stable rampant AI, the holy grail of cybertronics, has never come close to fruition. Since no rampant has ever been controlled or turned to any useful purpose, it is the opinion of this writer and of the majority of the cybertronic community that all rampant AIs are a danger to cyber life, liberty, and the pursuit of thrashedness. James B. Miller, 2320, Life and Death of Intelligence. Okay, so we're introducing a very important concept here. Rampancy. AIs can go rampant, they can start to have agency and behave unpredictably, although we do have some idea that they have a general attitude during certain stages of their rampancy, starting with melancholia, then progressing to anger and jealousy. We did happen to see in a terminal that is normally a secret that it appears Durandal is rampant, and he is therefore self-aware and able to reason, and is just, it sounds like he's going to be a real pain in the ass because he's going from melancholia to anger, so I'm not a fan of that. According to that panel that Tico, he was able to give us some information as he basically was dying. So shit's getting real. Shit's getting even more real. Whoa, hang on. Alright. Let's get focused here. Hang on. I beg your pardon? Here. Hey! We're friends! What's going on here? Hey, buddies! So these are security bots. They just kind of float around and kill shit. They're kind of amazing. I love them. And they're just gonna go flee the scene, I guess, and take care of business. Alright. We managed to get hurt a little bit, but that's okay. There's a button. This appears to be some kind of podium. I don't really know what's going on with this room. We're gonna push the button. Oh, and that just lowers. Okay. Are we missing anything? Probably, but that's okay. I really insist on punching whenever possible. Now, it's possible here, but that guy has a projectile weapon, so we're just going to play it safe because, as I mentioned, managed to take a little bit of damage here. Here's a terminal. Incoming message from Leela. I have summarized all of the information that I have gathered on the aliens so far. Begin report number 495991. 4 are generally thinner and lighter than humans and are superbly adapted for low-gravity environments, such as the one that we're in. Durandal told me that there are many clans of 4, each physically distinct from the other, but my summary only includes 2 of them. Only 2 clans of the 4 have been examined. The fighter carries a shock staff, which is capable of attacking at different settings. The trooper is armored for vacuum conditions and carries a combination explosive and impact projectile weapon, which is similar to your AR-75. We have not encountered those. The 4 seem to have enslaved a number of other races. The Hulk. Brother, the Hulk is an enormous and rather slow creature, brother, but it is incredibly strong. 24-inch pythons. The science report indicated that it had no body fat and therefore had to be fed often to keep it active. One crew member reported seeing one of these creatures pointing to itself and mumbling "Tridiol" before it picked Johnny up by the shirt and crushed him against a pillar. The science staff had difficulty finding a good specimen of the spit or compiler to autopsy. The only specimen autopsied was almost completely destroyed, but it was obvious that the compilers are cyborgs of some kind. Makes sense based on what we saw when we had the infrared goggles or whatever on. The biological component of the compiler is so closely linked to the machine that it could never survive without it. The compiler's actual body is very small, resembling closely a mammalian brain, except that the neurons are much finer and far more complex. End of report. Okay, so we've got a little bit of ideas about what we're dealing with alien-wise, both now and in the future. We will be dealing with, what we are dealing with. Hashtag deal with it. Okay, we have 4 buttons. Some compilers here. Excellent. Now, I mentioned at the start of this Let's Play that there are some resemblances to Pathways into Darkness, and you might recall that there is a certain enemy in Pathways into Darkness that does look sort of like the Spit. The connections between them and the Pathways guys is tenuous, but they certainly look a lot alike. I don't remember what the name of the enemy is in Pathways, but in any case, they're annoying. Push button. All of the buttons. Oh, it's one of these goddamn things. Well, you know what? This isn't as complicated as you think it is. Maybe it is. Trying to remember how to do this. Damn it. I might just end up brute forcing this. Wait a minute. What does that do? That opens that panel. We should take an actual measured approach here. Oh, well that still is up. That opened 1, and then what if I... Can I... Oh, that... I'm fat. I can't fit. Uh-oh. Hey, well, okay, that's a victory. I'll take it. Hi. Is this my reward? Good idea to kind of hug the walls when you're dealing with projectile shooting enemies. Somehow we dodged that. I don't care how that happened. I guess I stepped over it, essentially. Oh, perfect. Sometimes those don't quite get caught. Now, this is also a fun room. Oh, and a pattern buffer. Excellent timing. So, let me see if I remember how to deal with this. Okay, well that starts that. Oh, well heaven's sakes. I think I just cracked that wide open. I'm not gonna push any other switches. Oh, hello. Well, I just barreled right into that. Yikes. Okay. Anything over here? Oh, looks like I just stand on this, and then I take a little trip. Fantastic. Oh golly. Well, this doesn't look too terrible. Looks like a great way to get crushed, actually. Well, we'll read this terminal. You have not completed your mission. Oh, you must. Oh, so this is where we replace the circuits. Fantastic. This is the end of the level, just about. Okay, so. Nope. Now, there's actually a way to do this that doesn't necessarily. Well, okay, we could. Oh shit. Yeah, see, there's these little triangle spots where you can stand and it's fine. Not a big deal. Okay, so there's going to be 3 different chambers where we have to install the security modules. If I recall correctly from the map, yes. So this is exactly what we want to use here. And reload. Tell you what. Hey now. Hey. It's like a goddamn carnival shooting gallery. Look at this. Look at this guy. Jesus. What a disgrace. Okay. Number 1. Number 2. And number 3. And that's that. Now, we just have to not die. This is fun. We'll just hang out here, and then there you go. Oh, and you can see on our map, we've got new friends! Well done! I have detected defense drones activating all over the ship. Reports from security forces are jubilant. Now the 4 will encounter stiff resistance, and they will have to pay in blood for every move. The colony appears to be under attack. I detected 7 4 dropships entering the atmosphere only minutes ago. Trajectory analysis indicates that the ships were heading for the outskirts of the colony. Shortly thereafter, I lost communications with the colony. Something has come to my attention. I will inform you after you teleport. Did I almost say teleport? Not sure what that would mean. Teleport now. Okay, you're the boss. Oh dear. Okay. Listen. Probably a good use case for this weapon. Oh my. Yeah, so I was being a little conservative there. Boy howdy, that could have gone better. I'm just gonna make sure things are safe. See if there's maybe a pattern buffer around here. Couch fishing. Or if you're from Portland, you would say cooch fishing. That's a very inside joke, and I don't know if anybody's going to get it unless they're from Portland. Let's see if we can find a panel real quick. That's a negative. Although we could probably jump over that, but that's okay. We'll just read this panel. Next buffer that we run into, I'll call it an episode, I guess. Security channel open. Defense priority 120F. Incoming message from Leela. I have some bad news. Durandal has gone rampant, and he is in the angry stage. This explains how Durandal was able to communicate with the 4 in the Sphit, while I have not. Theoretically, the Marathon computer net is not big enough to sustain rampant growth for very long. This means that as Durandal grows into the computer net, he will begin to affect all aspects of the ship, resulting in unpredictable failures of otherwise benign computer systems. I have teleported you here to make sure that Durandal cannot gain access to a vital section of the ship. There are a series of control switches that you will need to activate to block his access. This is where you are now. Study the map so that you can do this quickly. Here is the first of the 3 switches that you'll need to activate. That seems a little confusing, but I could probably figure it out. Here is the second switch. And this is the last switch. Be warned that the aliens have already entered this area. End message. Well, yeah, no kidding. Good grief. Okay, well, let's see if we can find a panel. A buffer. God damn it. This level is a little bit confusing because, as you can see, we're going up and down, all around. See, for instance, that got us nowhere. Look at that. Love it. Ah, there's a pattern buffer. Oh, and there's a friend. Okay. Well, we'll explore couch fishing in the next episode. I'll see you guys then. Well, hang on. Okay, well, you guys don't... The whole game is just dead set to keep me from properly starting and ending an episode, apparently. There we are. I will see you in the next episode.